Hello and welcome to FotoTV and welcome to FotoTV.News. If you are following our program, you might have noticed that we do a lot of films for you that are mainly about photo techniques and the art of photography. When we looked at our own program, we figured that the only thing that's probably missing is some more up-to-date information so that you can keep ahead of the news and the photos industry. So we went into thinking mode and came up with the idea of FotoTV.News, a format in which we can bring you more up-to-date information on things going on in photography. And that's what you see here. So welcome to the first episode of FotoTV.News and follow me along when we give it a try. The first news that I want to bring to you is a very sad news this week. It's that Irving Penn has died. Irving Penn is one of the most renowned photographers in anything related to fashion and portrait photography. You will certainly have seen works of his. I have brought a book here with you. His signature style on portraits and fashion photography has made him a contributor to Vogue for many, many years, and many photographers, even nowadays, still quote him as a reference for their own work. Irving Penn has passed away, which is very sad news. Yes, check out his website, look around. He is still someone to follow these days, even though he's dead. The next news that we want to bring to you is about censorship on photography. You might think that photography nowadays can do anything and it's a free medium, especially due to the internet. However, there's still censorship, and one of the censorships we have observed is of a show by Munem Wasif. Munem Wasif, who you can see here next to me in an interview we did with him in Perpignan, had an exhibition in Bangladesh about the history of Tibet, and it took a critical approach. And the Chinese authorities have contacted the Bangladeshi officials to ask for that exhibition to be shut down. It happened, and as you can see, censorship is still an issue these days. We will have the full interview with Munem Wasif on our program soon, and at least that can't be censored. In today's show, we want to highlight a topic, and that topic is the future of photography. The future of photography, there's so many things going on these days, but there was an important event here in Cologne just last week called the Business Forum, the second International Business Forum of Cologne. And there the industry gathered and talked about what's to come in the next few years. They really tried to figure out where is the industry heading, what do consumers, photographers want. And during that event, we had the chance to speak to Mrs. Gebhardt. Mrs. Gebhardt is very much into thinking about the future of photography as far as social media is concerned. And we did this interview, which we're going to show to you now. So here we are. Next to me is Mrs. Gebhardt. She is Chief Social Strategist at Inside Media Networks. And you are the expert for social networks. You're here at this conference, and the conference is about photography. So my first question would be, what's the inherent link between social media and photography?
Photography and photos are is the number one reason why people use social networks, is photo sharing. It's one of the most widespread and used activities.
You presented some very impressive numbers about how many photos there are on the internet. Can you repeat that?
Yes, actually, right now, if the world's population is about 6.8 billion, we have enough photos on the internet to have at least 2.5 for every human alive on the Earth today. So it's about 20 billion photos to 6.8 million people.
Now, you've presented your findings about social media here at this conference. This is a business conference, so there's the industry here. What do you see the industry doing in the next few years regarding the internet and more specifically social networks? What can we expect there?
Well, if you take a perspective like a professional photographer, I know, back home in the States, we see a lot of professional photographers reaching out to their clients using social networks, especially wedding and portraits, which is the foothold of much of the pro photo business. On the consumer side, we see collaboration, sharing. So let's say there was a party or a family gathering and many people attended. They will communally load photos in a single location, then collaborate on a project such as a photo book. They'll bring multi-levels of generations. So it's not just the young people anymore that are using these networks.
Let's go back to the professional photographer. You would advise a photographer to use social networks, to Facebook, Twitter, and so on, to promote their business, and how would they do that?
Well, first of all, they want to create their own brand. That's very important. Every photographer has their own unique style and their own, whether they have a name or not. There's some great examples out there. One of the things I love about the photo community is their willingness and openness to share information and tips and help. So not only can photographers find other photographers who are in the same business area as they are, but they can definitely reach their customers. In fact, their customers and the word of mouth. So let's say they have a very happy bride, or the mother of a large family with several children. She'll tell her friends, and you want that word of mouth. So the more photographs and the easy you can make it for your clients to connect what you've done for them as a photographer to others.
Now, there's an enormous amount of web services out there, all the Web 2.0 things that you can use. Do you have any tips? What are your favorite apps or your favorite websites that will help you to really kickstart your online promotions?
Well, there's many. I mean, every good photographer should have a good basic showcase photo site. Then the social networks around that photo site are really ways to reach out beyond your own website to make other people aware of what you are, your specialty, and what you're doing. So I would recommend starting with your own homepage first, getting the best work, your portfolio in place, and then leverage things like Facebook, maybe create a fan page, Flickr. Flickr is very good for comment and feedback. Here, maybe Photo Community, where you can speak with other peers. But Facebook is very good, and Twitter is good for news and updates, but it's not so good with the actual visual aspect of photography. So for photography, my favorite website really is a Facebook fan page. And there's a lot of a lot of people that could see your work, and it's important to use these tools effectively and be visual,
There's a flip side to this. If you want to manage all these, your online identities on Facebook, Twitter, Xing here in Germany, Photo Community, Flickr, and so on, it can be overwhelming for work. How do you do that?
Well, the good news is that most of the larger sites have things called, development platforms and apps. Like if you think of an iPhone, there's an app for that. Well, just Facebook, there's an app for that. There's also these aggregator sites that allow you to enter your update in one place. Ping FM is one of them, ping.fm. And if you have to manage multiple Twitter accounts, Hootsuite is a great tool. That's HOOTSUITE.com. And you can set up a single account with wherever you are in the social network. So if you have a YouTube, a Facebook, a MySpace, a Twitter, whichever page you choose.
Thank you very much, and have a great stay here at the event.
Thank you. Thank you very much for letting me explain. Have a good one.